Hello everybody, and greetings from Warsaw, and welcome to another edition of Poland Daily Travel. I'm Nicholas Richardson, sitting in for our normal host Will Richardson, who's still somewhere on the other side of the Atlantic. We'll find him. Let's see where he is now. Will, are you there, and where are you?
Hello. Hello, I'm in Cape Fear, North Carolina. You may remember the film. It was made twice, once with Robert Mitchum playing the bad guy, and the second time with Robert De Niro. Cape Fear, North Carolina. Very exciting here.
And
yes. I haven't been harassed yet.
Okay, and also not quite Cape Fear, but it's from Tallinn in Estonia. Harold von Kursk, our resident expert in all things, our very own Gore Vidal. Harold, great to see you again.
Tervist, greetings to the Richardson family.
Yes, no relation, of course. Or we're not related.
So you say.
We're not related. No, Will.
The ears are a dead giveaway.
Yes, of course. As is the intellect, the accent, and many other things as well.
Yes, I know. You must work on it.
Indeed, I must. Indeed, I should probably get a baseball cap to fit in, obviously.
Yeah.
And some rather battered denim accoutrements.
I think a kepi would be better for you.
Yes, but even the French seem not to wear those very often.
Yes.
Yeah, which is a shame because they were very, when you walked around Paris, they were very distinctive.
Actually, a beret, and if you would grow a small, pencil-thin mustache.
Yeah.
Or just pencil one on.
Well,
Yes.
I understand that Will is aiming for the Best Dressed American Tourist Award, which is equivalent to the Tallest Pygmy Award given out in the past.
Indeed, or the healthiest fast food. Yes. So.
Yes. Well, I'm not wearing just my T-shirt as you are, Harold, because it has a logo on it, and I don't want to.
This is not a T-shirt. This is a deluxe Lacoste pullover.
Aha.
Deluxe what?
Deluxe Lacoste pullover.
Oh, right.
And so, Will, what travel-related thoughts were you hoping to share with us on this edition?
Well, I was wondering about airport food. Why? And what to do about it. How do you get around airport food? It's too expensive. It doesn't usually taste very good. You have to eat it around people who probably are not in the best dining mood. So how do you get around that, Harold?
Well, normally I fly business class. I'm sorry, but I fly business class, and usually the business class lounges offer you limitless food and alcohol, and sometimes their hors d'oeuvres are not bad. And certainly, if it's a late night flight, I can get completely blasted, so it doesn't really matter what I'm eating.
You don't really care at that point. I agree, airport lounges, but what about if you don't go to an airport lounge?
Well, I never eat at airports, just out of principle.
Have you? Okay, explain that. That's the point.
Well, the food is awful. It's overpriced, as you mentioned. It's often crowded. It's noisy. It's really the most uncomfortable setting for eating something. I prefer to either, if I'm not in the business class lounge, I'm going to eat on the plane.
There you go. And I remember the scene, I think it was in one of the Hannibal Lecter movies, where he's eating his picnic that he's brought on the plane with him and imagining, because let's face it, he's a pretty psychotic guy, he's imagining that he's having a picnic somewhere and completely transforms through his imagination the experience. I'm not suggesting that you imitate any other of the proclivities of Mr. Lecter.
Yeah, I have no fantasies regarding food or people when I pass through an airport. I just try to go as fast as I can, get through customs, and just hope that the boarding is timely.
Yes, sometimes I take a picnic on. That was the point, really.
Yes.
Not about fantasizing. but you can take your own food. And I do this quite often.
Yes, you're right.
Especially if I don't have time or I'm not flying in super economy or you know, I'm just sitting in the back somewhere.
Yes.
Jumping on at the last moment.
And the other point is that food on aeroplanes has got a lot worse as well.
As well as service, you know, I notice that they are very restricting on the amount of stuff they give you, usually, particularly if someone's drinking wine. I mean, I don't drink these days, but I noticed that with other passengers. The other thing is, I noticed on British Airways that when you fly in Europe, they come around with a menu and say, yes, you can order from this menu and pay us, thank you very much. But I haven't noticed the tickets getting cheaper, particularly.
Well, that's the other point, isn't it? Once upon a time, even in economy, you used to get a choice of hot meals. Now you don't get anything. You get a glass of water and a chocolate biscuit if you're lucky, or maybe a sandwich. But you're right, the tickets are not much cheaper.
There are some airlines which don't even allow you to have a glass of water. I mean, there's been legal disputes about this, but I was on one flight and I wasn't in business class. And I remember I asked for a glass of water and they said I had to pay for a bottle. I said, what? What if I'm, let's say, chronically ill and I need to take medicine? And let's say I don't have $5 in my pocket. You mean you would let me die because you won't offer me a free glass of water? Eventually, they gave me a glass of water.
I mean, that is extraordinarily mean.
Some airlines, it's the case.
Yes, well, I think that's part of the problem. The sort of low-cost airline model has spread to normal airlines in their attitude.
Well, it's terrible because, you know, on the internet, when you go on Skyscanner, they're all fighting for the lowest price. So they cut as much as possible just to get you on board. And they couldn't care less whether you're treated well or not. They just want bodies to fill seats. That's the ruthless Darwinian nature of modern air travel pricing.
It is. And talking of ruthless Darwinianism, I'm afraid that's the end of this particular segment. The clock has spoken. And it's brought our segment to an end. So thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as we've enjoyed it. And do join us again next time on Poland Daily Travel.